Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been about 3 weeks since I last made a video, so I am kind of stuttery. I forgot how to do this whole YouTube thing, so I apologize for that. But in today's video, the main point of the video is going to be about the bench press, and more specifically the Rep Fitness FB-5050 with the wide pad. I've been to various commercial gyms. I've tried out so many different benches. I've used so many different benches. I even tried, I even sold the Rogue Flat Utility Bench 2.0 to purchase this bench right here. Now, it's an amazing bench. It's a very superior bench, I guess you could say, but it is not perfect, and I will talk about that later in the video. But if you guys are new here, I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to drop a like, and let's get on with the review. So there's a lot of good things about this bench press, but I want to get the imperfection out of the way. I just want to clear it and make it clear to everyone that this bench is not perfect, and here is why. So in the corner over there, I have another bench press exactly like this one, okay? And the reason I have that bench press is because when I purchased it and I went and picked it up from their warehouse, it was basically crooked a little bit. It wasn't even, it wasn't straight. And I'll put up pictures of what I sent to the Rep Fitness representative. And basically in the picture, you can see that the frame is slanted. It's not perfectly straight. Now, obviously with a bench press, you want to make sure it's flat, it's straight, or else you're going to develop more imperfections in your body, and there's going to be some compensation somewhere within your form, within your technique when you're bench pressing. So that's obviously an important feature. It has to be straight, and Rep Fitness cleared it up, sent me this bench right here, which came in great condition, and the frame is perfect. So shout out to Rep for at least figuring out the mistake and knowing that it's not my fault, it's a manufacturing defect. And so they replaced it with no cost, no additional cost to me. And actually, they shipped me this bench press so I don't have to take a trip down to their warehouse. So that was pretty nice of them as well. Now, one thing I can't hold against the company is manufacturing defects. They are bound to happen basically with any company and with whatever kind of quality checks you are doing. Even Rogue, which has really high quality checks. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically they don't have a lot of flaws in their manufacturing. Even they have manufacturing defects. And there's a garage gym group on Facebook, and there's a lot of people who actually show some Rogue equipment that has some defects. Now, what you should judge a company on is how they react to it, how they respond to the defect, and how far they're willing to go to basically make their customers happy. And so with Rep Fitness, I have no complaints about how they responded to my complaint and to the manufacturing defect. So that is the imperfection. So this is an amazing bench press. The pad is nice and thick. It's very nice and wide. In my last video, actually, I talked about how to bench press properly and how to use an arch properly. And I talked about the importance of having your traps and your scapula basically planted into the bench press. Now, with a lot of commercial gyms, some bench presses are kind of narrow. And so for me specifically, since I have a little, broad shoulders a little bit, on commercial gyms, my scapula tends to kind of slide off the bench press, especially if I'm leaning more to one side. So with the wide pad, it ensures that both scapulas, both of these bones right here, are planted on the bench press, and hopefully that will reduce or hopefully eliminate any possibilities of injuries to your rotator cuff while bench pressing. Now, also, if you're a bigger guy, much bigger than me or wider than me, a wide pad is almost, I would say it's necessary, because if you're benching on a narrow bench and you're really big, you're basically not getting any of the scapula, any of your traps on the bench press itself, and you're basically wasting a lot of power. You could get a lot more power with a wide pad. Now, if you're a smaller person, I'm 6 foot, about 215 pounds, just for reference. Now, if you're a smaller person, like way smaller than that, like 5 foot, 5'1", 5'2", a really small frame, then I would probably go with a regular bench press. You don't need to spend the extra money on a wide pad. And of course, Rep Fitness offers the FB-5050 without the wide pad, just a regular pad. And I would probably go with that if I had a narrower frame. Now, aside from the wide pad itself, the grip texture on this pad right here, I'd have to say is honestly better than the Rogue bench press, the Flat Utility Bench Press 2.0. The grip on this is much grippier. It's much stickier, so you're not sliding off of the bench press. And there's no slack in it, right? There's no area where the fabric or the material basically just gets caught up or something like that. So The fabric is amazing. The grip is really, really good. Now, one thing that Rogue has, I guess, over this bench press is that their Flat Utility Bench 2.0 is actually manufactured in the box. Basically, it comes ready to go, right? You don't have to build anything. You don't have to screw anything or anything like that. You basically open up the box and the bench is ready to go. With the Rep Fitness FB-5000, you have to build it a little bit. You have to basically put in a few screws, and actually it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I think about 10 screws, maybe 12, something like that. Very, very easy in terms of putting it together. So that's not really a huge problem as long as you have the right tools. Now, in terms of stability, in terms of performance, this bench press is amazing, okay? It's honestly very, very sturdy. There's no wobble in it. There's no movement in it. It doesn't wobble back and forth, anything like that. So even if you are bench pressing 300, 400, 500 pounds, this bench press is rated up to 1,000 pounds. And I'm pretty sure 99.9999% of you guys, maybe 100% of you guys that are watching this video cannot bench press more than 1,000 pounds. So you don't have to worry about, is this bench press gonna be strong enough for me? Now, one awesome feature about this bench press as well is that at the bottom post, it's just one post, it's just one pillar. So that allows your feet to be side by side if that is your optimal foot positioning when you're bench pressing, so the metal doesn't get in the way when you are hitting the bench press. Now, also with the Rep Fitness FB-5000, you get this handle right here, and this makes it very, very easy to move around. It's a heavy bench press, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite a heavy bench press. It's not really easy to pick up, so it's nice that they have this handle right here, and as you guys can see, I could basically move it one-handed, no problem. There's wheels at the bottom on the other side, so you can wheel it wherever you want. So transporting this across your gym or across your home, I guess, is very, very nice and easy. Now, the craziest part about this bench press is the price. They start at $169 for the black version. If you want to get a colored version like this, I think it's $20 extra. So $189 for an amazing bench press at an amazing price. You basically can't beat it. I know there's a lot of companies who also sell bench presses and have cheap prices, but usually with cheap prices comes cheap quality, cheap materials, cheap manufacturing. Now, keep in mind, this is made in China, so maybe the manufacturing is cheap. That's why they can offer it at a cheap price, but the quality is amazing. The quality is high. And as I told you guys, it's not perfect. There might be some imperfections with the bench press, but if there is any manufacturing defects, I'm confident that Rep Fitness will figure it out for you guys and sort it out for you guys. Every time I've talked to a person from Rep, they have been absolutely amazing. Pretty much the nicest people I've talked to. So an amazing company. They have amazing customer service. I never had any problems with that. Now, I'm looking at their website here. They offer several different bench presses, I guess you could say, but I'll link all of them in the description below. And basically you guys can search through the webpage and pick out what you like. Now, the FB-3000 that they offer is the cheapest bench press that they have, under $100. It's about $94 for the basic version, so it starts at $94. Looks like a good bench, but I've never used it, so I can't talk about it. I would say that's more comparable to the Rogue Flat Utility Bench 2.0. So the $93.99 is a little bit more comparable to the $180 Rogue bench. So I don't know how the manufacturing is on that. I don't know how the quality is on it, but I'm sure it is still good. Now, for those of you who compete in powerlifting and want something cheap, or maybe want an alternative to the FB-5000, they offer the FB-4000 Comp Light Bench. Now, they have several different variations and several different colors of that as well. Now, on their website, there's a page where it says main differences between the FB-4000 and the FB-5000. So it says 14 gauge steel versus 11 gauge steel on the FB-5000, which means the steel is a little bit lighter on the FB-4000, but it also reduces the weight rating. The wide pad option available, but not compatible with the Thompson fat pad. So if that's important to you guys, you probably have to get the FB-5000. And then it is 45 inches in length versus the FB-5000, which is 48 inches in length. So if you're looking for a good bench, but not the highest weight capacity. You're not too worried about that. The FB-5000 would be perfect for you. If you're worried about a certain length and certain compatibility with the Thompson fat pad, or you're just an amazing bench press guy or girl who can bench press a whole bunch of weight, you probably want to go with the FB-5000. Now they have a whole bunch of different adjustable bench presses as well that I went over in another video, and I'll link it in the description below if you guys want to check out adjustable bench presses, but that's a whole nother subject. So if you guys are looking for a good, sturdy, reliable bench press, flat bench press, I can't see a better option or a better value than the FB-5000 with the wide pad from Rep Fitness. I mean, it blew my mind. Honestly, it blew my mind. The quality of it for such a cheap price. I expected, you know, I didn't expect it to be as sturdy or as thick or as heavy, but I mean, the steel is nice and thick. The bench is heavy, it's sturdy. The grip on the pad itself is amazing. The only complaint I had was, of course, the imperfection in the manufacturing, but they got that taken care of. So that is basically it for the review, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, as always, leave it in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and hit the subscribe button. And inshallah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.